three-dimensional figures. And the way they would do the three-dimensional figures is they would line it up next to the three-dimensional figure, such as like a pencil, and measure it. And after that, they would write their answers in a journal and describe how they got the answer and what method they used, because um, some might line up the paper clips like this instead of the other way, so it'd just be helpful for the teacher's reference later on to see like where their understanding is with the topic and with the lesson. After they would measure the different objects, they would get their answer and then, like I said, record it. And they would also be using that for the discussion at the end. So tell them to write everything down so they know how to explain it to their classmates, how they use their method to solve their answers. And after they do that activity, they would put all the materials that were used away, and since this is a younger age, like first grade, we would have like little pictures on top of the places where they have to put all their materials, just so that way they know how everything should look when it's put back. And for our closure, with the partner, students would share their methods of how they figured out their answers and how they did it. After doing that, after having conversations with their partner, we would have a whole class discussion, seeing what differences and what similarities their partners may have had with them, and maybe some of the methods that were used, like how some students use doing it this way instead of the other way. Just so that way y'all can, the teacher can have feedback, and then also the students can communicate with each other and learn different methods and different ways of measuring. Okay, and for the ending of the conclusion, we would have a exit ticket, and on the exit ticket it would say how can measurement be useful, and what give an example of a measurement, and they would write it in their journal, and after they finish, they'll put it away, and the teacher can use this as like documentation, so they can see where each student is as far as measurement, and if they need a little bit more help, then you could obviously put them aside and work with those students more, but it will give you a better understanding of where they're at as a student.